Hey, what's up guys, it's Red here today with another Fire Emblem Mythology video. Today's video is about the Binding Blade and Eckesachs. But before we start, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Also, if you have any feedback or advice/suggestions, please let me know as I want to make these videos as enjoyable as possible. And, I'll get a better mic soon when I have the money. So anyways, let's get on to the video. First, I'll start with the Binding Blade / Sword of Seals. The sword is a Fire Emblem original. Although there might be swords that seal things in mythology, I didn't research those and I don't really know about them. There are swords that do seal in video games like Fire Emblem with the falchions, check out my video on them, and other games like the sword that seals the darkness, aka the Master Sword. However, unlike the Lightbrand, which is in my video about the Tearfring and Lightbrand, you should check those out too. The Binding Blade is actually a mythical sword from the game Binding Blade, aka Roy's game. The Binding Blade is actually used alongside the Eckesacks by the hero Heartmut. It is said to be even stronger than the legendary weapons of Elite, like the Eckesacks. It has the power to draw fire and let it be used during attacks, like during Roy's crit animation and Final Smash. It was used by Heartmut to seal the legendary dragon Idun, which with the help of FE6's Fire Emblem, before it was called the Imperial Seal of Bern, after Idun attacked the 8 heroes. Heartmut later founded the nation of Bern and sealed the Binding Blade afterwards. However, it was released by its next wielder, Roy, who used it in order to defeat the reawakened Idun and the new wielder of Eckesachs, Zephiel. The Binding Blade has appeared in other games, but they don't change up the lore. It doesn't even appear in Elif's prequel game, Blazing Blade. Also, in Fae, legendary Roy has the Binding Blade renamed as the Dragon Bind, which is a pretty clever name as it's used to seal, or bind, a dragon. Now, I'll go on to the Eckesacks mythology in our world. The Eckesacks comes from continental Germanic mythology. The sword's name comes from its original user, the giant Eck, and Sachs, which is a name for a single-edged sword. The blade was said to be made by the dwarf king Albrecht, who later becomes the fairy/elf king Oberon, thanks to the French and English. The legendary hero, Dietrich von Bern, which the country Bern in FE6 is named after, slays Eck the giant and takes Eckesachs as one of his blades. Dietrich von Bern uses it throughout his adventures, but that's pretty much all its importance, mainly because he uses other weapons too, and finds more. So in Fire Emblem, there are some differences compared to the legend, but that's to be expected. There is a large change in which Eckesachs takes the form of scepter that transforms into a large blade when in combat. Also, it's double-sided, unlike what the name means, but that's not too bad since Sachs isn't a type of weapon, unlike the falchions. The hero Heartmut used Eckesachs alongside the Binding Blade. It was passed down through the royalty of Bern. The user we see in Phase 6, as stated before, was Zephiel, who is the main antagonist of the Binding Blade and played a minor role in Blazing Blade. Zephiel's rise to power is so interesting that I wish Phase 6 was officially translated in English, as his own father poisoned Zephiel, who survived and went into hiding. And at Zephiel's funeral, his father, Desmond, went to view the body of his son. Zephiel rose and stabbed Desmond to death. Such a great beginning to his backstory. He does have a bit more in the prequel Phase 7, but whatever. Afterwards, Zephiel frees Idun because his goal is to make dragons rule again. However, Zephiel, the user of Eckesacks, is stopped by Roy, the wielder of the Binding Blade, and we haven't seen the blade since, other than in Fate, or in the Binding Blade's case, FE Engage and Smash Ultimate. So, that was the Binding Blade and Eckesacks. I did the same thing as the Tearfring and Lightbrand video since the Binding Blade is a FE original, but also because both weapons are sister weapons first used by one person. The next mythology will actually be in two parts, the legendary weapons of Alib, the Durandal and Armands, and the sister weapons the Manikari and the Soulcari, which are from Phase 7/Blazing Blade. So, if you enjoyed the video, please check out my other vids and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.